says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On second down, here's Fournette.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Foles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Leon Jacobs brought him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 21. Here we go. 44. Mike, 44.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 20. Check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side with Coleman. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the safety creep.
Running left, Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing. I got you. You ain't doing nothing today. 47's the mic, boy. 47. 11. 47.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hold on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
Kicker. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
54, Mike. 65, 65, 65.
Now Foles. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch the motion. Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 47. I got him. Check. Lucky. 21. Lock.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
First and 10 at the 25.
Here we go.
Mark 47. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On is the rookie fourth-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's third and 2. They'll look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now a hit and Foles loses the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Coleman now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You better be afraid of me.
They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
65.
Check Mike, 47. Check.
Buzz. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Hey, watch the leg.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Big Ed.
Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They come out here in the I. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
12, fellas, here we go.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Here we go.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Waiting.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. To return is Taylor. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. Lock. 61, matchbox, lights.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bang, 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 bang. I got you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Even. 4 down. Even.
12.
Mike 50. Keep it up, keep
21. Hey, gun.
Mike 50.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a give, right side. Coleman, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
180.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette on the counter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, let's get there. 56 to Mike.
Kill.
3 buds.
Here's Foles. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Switch it. Come on.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
I got you. 44, Mike, 44. 13.
Hey, Zoo.
Check. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Hey, gun. 11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Foles. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 44 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive with Coleman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Well, now they'll try the end around. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set! Ready!
56! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
54.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, team.
Hayden goal. Hayden goal. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 2, 2, 2.
Check, check. Fresno.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. They said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.